Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Risk of Rain 2 for another hugely successful run, I'm sure. I know there's not like a huge incentive for you guys to believe this, but I'm telling you the truth. I did a run just a little bit ago, just playing for myself because the game's fun, as the commando, and I did get to the ending. I got through the Sky Meadow. I got horribly killed by the last boss, but I did get there. And I'm not saying that you guys are definitely cursed. I'm just saying that sometimes it seems like whenever I'm not recording, I'm a lot better at this game, so I don't know, evidence is stacking up. But I have hope for the Engineer run here. I like the Engineer a lot. So the Engineer is, of course, a character called Engineer in a video game, which means we got turrets. No mobility stuff at all. On shift, instead of a dash or anything like that, we just have, you can throw down a shield that blocks any kind of projectile from coming into it from the outside. You have to play a little bit differently with the Engineer, and of course you gotta watch your falls. We are going to be using, I have unlocked the second type of turret here. So the main turret is very straightforward. You just put it down and it shoots, right? It does good damage. A thing that's important to know about the turrets is that each turret has all of our items on it. The secondary turret moves around. It has legs, and it fires, I believe it does a little bit less damage, but it slows enemies. Because like this thing says it fires a cannon for 100% damage, but it doesn't include the fact that I believe the cannon fires in 3-shot bursts roughly every second, whereas this is only doing 200 damage per second, but it does follow you around. We're going to try out these turrets. I don't have a lot of experience using these. I'm pretty sure these fire 3 times a second. Anyway, let's get in here and do the thing. So the Engineer has kind of a weird primary attack. As you can see here, when I hold down the mouse button, it charges up the primary attack, and then when I release it, yeah, it fires a bunch of grenades. Let's go ahead and hit this combat shrine. Let's get going right away here. So get me some turrets. So that's our shield. As you can see, it lets anything fire out of the shield, including enemies. The shield does not care about my projectiles. It's just things coming in from the outside get blocked. Which makes that a really bad place to have thrown it just to show you what it does. You can see the turrets are doing some fine work, and they have made us a little bit of money here. We also have these mines. The mines do a fair amount of damage, and they charge up over time. Once they've been in the ground for a few seconds, they will do actually a tremendous amount of damage if something runs into them. The Engineer can sometimes just like completely blow up a boss in a very serious way by getting lucky with the mine placement and having the boss come up from underneath the mines. Obviously that's more possible with certain types of bosses than others. You're never going to get lucky like that against a wandering vagrant, for example. I do wish the turrets would follow me a little bit more closely. And against a lot of types of flying enemies, unfortunately the grenade launcher is just like poorly suited. You can see anything that's very far off the ground is going to be functionally impossible for me to hit, and I'm just going to have to wait for my turrets to get the job done. And they sometimes make good targeting decisions, occasionally. Alright, what equipment are we getting here? We got the foreign fruit. This is, I think, one of my least favorite ones. That's not because it's bad, but because it's boring. You know what? I will take an attack speed boost. Faster grenade charging. So you can get some distance on them if you jump and you arc them upward right. Our teleporter is right there. Okay, did I see... Yeah, there's a chest over there. Let's just try to grab a couple more items real fast. So we have done all right on making money here so far. I am 100% fully aware that now that I've said that this is the class that this is a class I tend to do well with, that this episode is just going to be me dying 100 times. I know how the internet works. Everything I say comes back to haunt me. I don't think that the extra magazine is all that good on the Engineer. I don't know that I want like a 5th charge of the mines. A big problem with the mines is that they're just not that exciting in actual combat. Like You can take an extra charge of the mines and try to get those lucky insta-gibs on the boss, but I don't know, man. It doesn't work out all that often, unfortunately. Alright, so we're just gonna throw some stuff down here, try to give these a second to arm. I think it takes 3 seconds for them to arm fully. And you can see when this guy steps in here, that thing's gonna obliterate him. Oh, it's the Beetle Queen and she's right here. Also, I don't know where the hell my turrets are, so we're just gonna lay some new turrets. These guys caught up. Because I could really use a little bit of help with these damn wisps. Let's throw down a shield. I was hoping to get that down before the Beetle Queen threw a bunch of garbage at us. So we're just gonna throw our mines when they're available. The grenades do 100% damage each, and the mines do 300% if they're fresh, and not, I think, up to 900 if you get them to charge. So in a general sense, when you're just like right up on top of something, I think it's better to just charge your primary over and over again than to hurl grenades at it. I guess that sort of depends on your attack speed. The number of grenades you can fire per second is going to be obviously going to be different from run to run because of attack speed modifiers. So we got ourselves a Beetle Guard, friendly Beetle Guard. It is nice that we just have an infinite army now that we can bring with us everywhere. That's going to help a lot. Now you might say, hey SB, doesn't the fact that you're better with the engineer than you are with many other characters imply that your aim is the core problem here? And the answer is yes. Yes, I think it does. That does track. That seems to hold. Alright, real quick. I saw a thing, yeah. Let's go spend some of this money real fast. I still don't care about normal turret. So the engineer has no mobility, no ability to reset vertical momentum. Try to get lucky? We did not. We did not get lucky. That's not a good item. I don't know. It's probably fine. It's certainly not exciting, though. I have a real problem with items that are boring. I probably undervalue the items that don't have big flashy effects, but I like a big flashy effect. What can I say? I'm a simple man. All right, we can grab something out of this. It looks like a war banner, and what in the hell is that thing that's close to us? Is that the? That's the shield on kill thing. I think I like that. I think I've had good experiences with the Topaz Brooch. And it has a colorful visual effect, so, you know, like I was saying, plays right into my desires. Alright, I think we probably shouldn't stick around here too much longer. Yeah, I think we got all the loot we're gonna get. We could circle around behind this this raised bit of land behind us, and there might be stuff back there, but also there might not be, and all of the extra time that would add to the timer, given our move speed, I think is perhaps unwise. But I have some hope for this run. I think Beetle Guard is a really strong early drop. We don't have a lot of terribly exciting stuff aside from that, although the crowbar does combine well with fully charged mines. A single 900% damage shot that gets boosted by the crowbar can really do a number on a boss pretty quickly. I'm going to wait to throw down our turrets until the first time we're in actual combat. So, I don't know. I have usually used the... There's no shrines or anything over there. I've usually used the normal turrets, the initial turrets, and obviously the fact that they don't follow you around means you have to place them a lot. But in general, I really like the control that they offer, and enemies will... This isn't gonna work. Yeah. Enemies will aggro on the turrets, so if you're smart, you can place them in spots that ground-based enemies don't have easy access to, and just get a bunch of enemies to waste a lot of their time. They'll still get aggressive on them, they'll still try to attack them, they'll just be unable to reach them, and they'll accomplish nothing. Okay, this is getting a little intense all of a sudden. So let's see, what's that? That's additional magazines. If we see a scrapper, I might be willing to trash these fireworks. In fact, probably. But at the moment, I don't think I want to, At the moment, I don't think I want to just take a random swing at a 3D printer. So we have some stuff that I think is kind of nice. I wouldn't want to lose my crowbar. Ah, here we go. Here's some embers. This is promising. Okay, so that's the teleporter over there. Let's take the lay of the land as far as loot goes real quick. It really doesn't seem like there are a lot of things to pick up around here, though. Like, I don't really want to spend money to activate that turret. I do really like the engineer's sprint animation. This jetpack thing makes me feel like I'm doing a lot less work running around. It's a very relaxing animation. Okay, here we go. Here's where all the stuff is. Alright, I do like critical strike. So the deal with our turrets having all of our items is a thing that you have to be aware of when you're using the mobile turrets that you do not resummon as often, is that a turret has all of the items that you had on when it was spawned. So if you want to make sure that your turrets are operating at full effectiveness, you do have to replace them after you get cool stuff. And we will definitely replace our turrets when it comes boss time. That's a shame. I was hoping we'd get lucky twice in a row there. Wow. Okay, good damage, guys. How much was this? 69 to use it again. I'm resisting the urge. We all got the internet brain poisoning, but you know, you are still in control of what you let it make you do. There's no way to signal to the turrets like, hey, go over there and kill that one flying enemy that's too far for me to shoot. But that guy has my money. Okay. Well, let's go hit this one more time. Nice. Oh no, they got me. Ah, that sneaky bastards. All right, let's head over in the direction of the teleporter and keep moving here. Healing drone. Okay, that is definitely worth having. You can throw a mine, like, during the period that the grenade launcher is discharging. So it is useful to do that, even if you have decided that you're best off just continuing to fire grenades. Okay, that's another healing drone. Actually, we can just grab that one now. What am I doing? We totally have money. Over here. I do hate trying to remember where things are in the water. What are you? You're, okay. Sure, I'll take that. That's not bad. So we definitely want to replace our turrets because we want them to have access to these fancy new items. And then let's just get some mines out here. We have no idea where the boss might spawn. These jellyfish don't pop the mines before the Vanguard has a chance to get in them. See, the boss immediately focused on our turret. Pretty great stuff. Pretty alright. Ah, that's a shame, though. Old Guillotine is not the boss drop I would have liked. And yes, I am just firing indiscriminately at any movement, including my own drones. But really, anytime you're not on an active target, anytime you're not firing at anything, you should probably be, like, aggressively replacing your mines. Hopefully, there's an achievement for the engineer for killing a boss in under 5 seconds that unlocks one of the abilities, so I would like to see if we can get that here. I think getting some crowbars early is real valuable for that. So we're on our way. We have one of the many crowbars I would like to have. Do not see. Oh right, like I was just saying, I should probably be laying mines. Although almost all of the enemies that are actually getting close to us are flying, because I'm having such a hard time hitting this thing. Okay, there you go. Because the Beetle Guard is handling most of the ground enemies long before they get into danger range. Alright, let's get up top here real quick. See if there's any chests we missed up here, and then this is the general direction that other healing drone was in, right? So we should try to pick that up, and then maybe just get out of here. Okay, Beetle Guard ran through me and intercepted all of the grenades. Right, there's no chests over there. A little bit low on loot this biome. That is also a turret. Boy, we sure did. I am stuck on a tiny branch. Engineer can't figure out how to hover over the tiny branch. Yeah, I feel like we got some pretty bad loot spawns here. Let's get our drone. And let's check the little tunnel area. We didn't actually go through here, and sometimes there is stuff stashed in there. But again, I think I would rather move on than spend a huge amount of time looking around, especially since spending a huge amount of time looking around often results in no benefit anyway. Okay. Yep, like this. Sometimes you put a bunch of effort into... Look at them, they're so cute. I do like the fact that the items you have are visually depicted on the turrets, just like they are on your character. Like, look at his little sunglasses. That's adorable. Also, I had not thought about this, but the mushrooms that create a healing zone around you if you stand still for 2 seconds are actually quite good with the normal turrets, because they have the mushrooms and they create the little healing zones that you can then run into. I'm going to take my 75 gold as XP, thank you. But with these mobile turrets, that won't be nearly as effective, so that's a real shame. Get the camera under the water here just to make sure we're not missing any chests that have been placed below the water level. It looks like we are not, though. This is just kind of a crappy place for loot. Oh no! There's a thing right there, in the right after I turned all my money into XP. Well... we just have to hope that it would have been a crummy item anyway. I choose to believe that that was just going to be a rusty key. Boy, we don't get the snow biome very often anymore, do we? That's a shame. I really like the way the snowy one looks. This one, less so. It's fine. Also, this one's a pain in the ass to navigate with characters who have no vertical mobility, as we have seen in the past. What are you? Oh, this is an incinerator drone. You don't see those all that often. Oh, right, we should have turrets. Good, Beetle Guard. Good work. Somebody's gonna get some beetle snacks? what do you feed a Beetle Guard as a treat? And bug snacks, I guess. Where are we going? Do I see... No, I have no idea. I would open an equipment barrel. You know what? We do have the money right now. Let's just do it. Because I really don't think this fruit's very good. Okay, disposable missile launcher. That is more exciting. Not that we don't have enough missiles already. Go get them, fireworks. I don't know, I'm a little back and forth about the fireworks. I do like the way that, like, in a case like this where you're just running around at the beginning of the level opening things, the fireworks will just kill stuff in the distance for you and help you generate your first bits of money on the level, which I do appreciate. Especially on a low mobility character like this, where it might take a little while to start getting your cash together. You know what, let's get the turrets up over here, because it's gonna take forever for them to catch up to us. So yeah, that Beetle Guard attack becomes a real problem when there are a dozen of them on multiple different sides of you. Let's just fire off our missile launcher here and try to lower the amount of incoming garbage we have. So obviously enemies can run right through the shield. That's no problem. They just can't fire through it. And you also can't fire through it from the outside to the inside. How did I hit him with exactly one of the grenades from the volley? They're so close together. You would expect it would be either a bunch or none. Alright, well the good news is we made a whole bunch of money real quick there, so we can open some stuff up. The cautious slug is fine, I guess. Prevents you from dying of attrition in the middle of the level. I wouldn't mind some offensive drones. Like that incinerator drone would be good to pick up. The turrets are nice, but they have a little bit of trouble following you when you move quickly. And I don't even think that's a move speed thing. I think a lot of it is them just not really having good follow AI. They choose not to follow you closely. We are not moving all that fast, but I think it's less of an issue with the engineer because so much of your damage can be performed while you are still mobile. You don't have to think very hard about the turret damage. Oh god, he's just gonna fly right in here with us. Yep. I don't really want to spend my missile launcher on this. I think we want to save it for the boss, so we're just gonna do this the slow way. The Beetle Guard is desperately trying to contribute. It's like, I'm gonna smash him if he comes down here. I totally got him. Okay. I don't think I want energy drinks. Let's grab this Chance Shrine now, and we'll rotate back around toward the incinerator drone. Alright, another War Banner is fine. Oof, this is... There we go. Well, I was excited because a green spark came out, and then I saw what it was. So we still don't really have any kind of sense of where... Oh, there's the embers. Hey, wait a second. Is this one of those gold statues? It is. $8.99. Okay, we were not allowed to interact with the gold statue that we found last time, and I'm guessing that it's because we had already done the teleporter. So I don't usually like to sit around and grind, but this is a thing that I don't know what it is, and we must learn. For the glory of scientific progress. Or, we must figure this out. So, okay, that's bad. Let's turn on one of these real quick. Who needs mobility when you could have invincibility? Just make sure both of my turrets are here. Our Beetle Guard is temporarily dead, unfortunately. So yeah, just like always, every time you let go of left click, every time you fire your grenade launcher, throw a mine during the discharge animation, because it's 100% free. There's no animation cost. It doesn't slow you down. It's just free damage. That's the one tip that I've been able to give, I feel like, during this series. You might have noticed I'm not like an awesome Risk of Rain player. But we're getting into the characters that I like know a little bit about. Okay, we have our $8.99, just coming down here real fast. Yeah, we'll grab this. We'll be able to build up another $200. I'm not too worried. Bandolier, I think not so good on the engineer. We're really not cooldown limited on our damage. Certainly not like... the Bandelier's a lot more exciting on like Commando or Huntress, where every time your right-click resets, you have a bunch of extra damage. Okay, so it was 8 something, right? Also, it's up there, though. You know how I love to go upward. And unfortunately, we're like exactly 180 degrees off of the ramp, so it doesn't really matter which way we go. This is going to be slow. But I'm really curious to see what that thing does. The fact that it's gold would, in most video games, lead me to think that it probably... What is going on with our beetle guard? Is he having some kind of problem? I guess he can't figure out how to path to us. He keeps like falling off that ledge over there, just trying to jump over to us. There we go. Damn it. Not quite. There we go. So yeah, under most circumstances, I would expect that an item that is gold would help you make money somehow. It would seem weird for it to be a very expensive thing to buy. A gold orb appears. Okay, so it's gonna give us a portal. Once we complete the teleporter event, we're gonna get a portal to somewhere. That is what the orbs mean. Oh, I have a war banner here. I should probably be fighting these assholes in the war banner. Also, it really is a lot of elite beetles. We should probably just hit the teleporter at this point, because, obviously, things are starting to get... The difficulty meter is starting to fill up toward insane, which is not really where I want to live my life. But at this point, I'm gonna go get the incinerator, because I am real worried I'll forget about it if I don't. It's on the other side of this platform, right? Okay, I did grab that already. I really wish that the insides of these planters weren't the chest color. Eventually, you just learn the map. You learn where all of the planters that look like they might be chests are, and so you stop getting fooled by them. But it's a bummer until then. Just make sure we have a turret over here that's actually killing these things. Oh, we should grab that. Alright, hard to be upset about armor-piercing rounds. Now, here's the problem. I don't remember what level the thing was on, so let's look for it from above. I think it was down there. No, this is it right here. Alright, welcome aboard. Flamethrower turret. Oh, that's another planter. You see the blue. Even once you've kind of learned where the quote-unquote fake chests are, you still have like an instinctive reaction. Well, while we're up here, we may as well check that out. That's not the order of the buttons. You can, if you're not careful, you can abbreviate the number of projectiles that come out of your grenade blast by doing this mine thing, so be careful. So do it right, dummy. Okay, stickies. Stickies are fine. Actually, stickies are pretty good on the turrets, so feel okay about that. Let's go hit this teleporter before the game gets any damn harder. Sure. Let's see what it is. Ow, 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 ow. Cool. I am stuck now. Cannot move. Get him, guys. I really, really, really do not want to die before getting to see what our weird gold orb has wrought. The Effigy of Grief. A permanent effigy that cripples all characters inside. I think I want to stick with this. That's interesting. We just have to be careful not to be in it, but unfortunately with the, this is gonna hurt a little. With the non-stationary turrets, there's no way to guarantee that the turrets won't just spend all of their time inside of it, because, you know, turrets, so... Alright, let's get down here and then try to thin things out a little bit, and then we'll hit the button. Unfortunately, with the teleporter this close to an elevation change, I'm real worried that the boss is going to appear up there. Why did I jump into that? I mean, we all know why, but nobody say it because my feelings are fragile. Alright, I'm just gonna hit this. We're never gonna get it completely empty of enemies because obviously stuff is constantly spawning. Okay, the Imp Overlord is a serious danger for the engineer because you do not really have the mobility to quickly dodge out of his melee attack if he decides he's going to melee you. It doesn't look like both my turrets are here, so let's just spawn a new one. I'm going to throw down a shield because of the minigunner. Oh god, his melee attack. Yep. He disappeared for a second and I was like, uh-oh, I don't see the incoming teleport circle. That could be a bad sign. Just gonna get back over here. I'm gonna engage in a little bit of the classic cowardice. Alright. Apparently, sometimes when you kill enemies, they drop a monster log, which just puts an entry for them in your logbook. Critical strikes always bleed enemies, and bleeding enemies now explode. That's cool. So that boss-specific item tells us that when we bled to death on that earlier character is because the Imp Overlord has a bleed mechanic on his attacks. Okay, looks like things are largely under control here. Honestly, I think we were already pretty looted things out, pretty much looted things out, so let's hit this just to see what it'll be, because there are some pieces of equipment I would trade out our thing for. And then we're just going to go through the portal. I don't think it benefits us to look around too much more. Where does a gold portal take you? This is going to be new to me. What do you think? El Dorado? It's just going to take us to Spelunky? The Gilded Coast. Okay, that's kind of... that's sort of the thing. Oh, that's a boss. So let's maybe get the turrets out here. Only a 45-second cooldown on the missile launcher equipment means we should definitely be pressing that button more often than I am pressing it. Yeah, with the frequency of our turrets' attacks, I don't know exactly what our crit rate is, but it's not nothing, right? Because we do have crit classes. So our turrets are going to be getting crits, and those crits are going to be causing bleeds now, and... okay, so there's just a lot of, like, gold laying around the environment. Doesn't look like we can break it for money. Our incinerator turret is doing some fine work on this boss without my help. Wow. Good work, Beetle Guard. That's a lot of damage. I think some of that's hitting him. Okay, I mean, it does kind of seem like the enemies are dropping a lot of money. Are we going to find a place where I can use this money for something? Managed to get that shield up just in time to block his laser, I think. Okay, boy, where do you think we're going here? I guess let's just pick a direction. This looks like it leads somewhere. Okay, that was a little close to bad. Huh. Well, I hope we're not supposed to be, like, trying to climb that chain, because we definitely do not have the vertical mobility for that. I'm assuming if I submerge myself in water, like... yeah, okay, it's just going to teleport us back up. I was going to say, I don't think there's any swimming in Risk of Rain. Well, shoot. Yeah, I don't really know what to do here. Let's keep looking around. So yeah, we can't break down the huge nuggets of gold to make money. I mean, our path is going to be somewhat prescribed by the by the water, so we don't like have a huge number of options for where to go. Probably it'll be pretty obvious when we find the way. Okay, and there are totally just like normal chests around here. Why must enemies be chest colored? Why do that to me? Ah, see, this time there was a chest behind the chest colored enemy. I mean, I would be inclined to think that they want you to, like, go through a series of rings that seems to be drawing a path like this, but it definitely, there's no way over there. Maybe we're supposed to be going to the center of the area, but I think we were already in the center of the area, weren't we? Isn't that where basically where we started? We'll just map the edge of the platform here real quick. And this way we can find chests that might be underwater. Gosh, I like the music in this game. Also, our followers are continuing to make us quite a lot of money, so we're not exactly just like losing time here. Is this... I thought this was a health chest, but no, it's just some gold. A health item chest. Okay, well... Okay, they got him. No big deal. Yeah, maybe we're not supposed to be taking a path off this island. Maybe there is supposed to be something in the center. Oh wait. Oh no, okay. I thought I was seeing a bunch of beams like extending from the outside toward the inside, like something was about to happen, but no, it's just enemies doing their thing. What about these? Are these interactable? Oh, they are. Rebuild Halcyon Beacon. Okay, apparently our friends have not been doing as good a job as I thought, keeping the enemy count low. Let's rebuild another Halcyon Beacon. Okay, so presumably we gotta find all of these and turn them to gold. This I can do. Oh, we've summoned the Aurelionite. Which is a what now? Oh, there he is. He's like a gold stone titan. Okay, well, I'll tell you what. I bet if we kill him, we're going to get an item unlock for our item pool, so let's try to survive to do that. Just going to make sure that both of my turrets are over here. So there are still Halcyon Beacons, and we do still have an objective to finish defeating them. Or finish rebuilding them, rather. He's immune to my damage. Maybe we have to finish rebuilding them before he becomes vulnerable. His attacks are certainly visually impressive. Where are the other two that we haven't hit yet? So these ones over here are all turned on. Yep, I totally just... I saw it. I just didn't get out of the way. Yeah, I don't actually have any idea where these other beacons are. Alright, so let's trace the line of... Because they do sort of seem to be in an arrangement here, right? Trace this to its natural endpoint. There they are. That strategy worked. Poor Beetle Guard is getting his ass handed to him. Alright. Beacons are alive. Now maybe we can damage the boss? was not good. That was not good. And then I might take fall damage. Ow. Oof. Yep, okay, now we can damage the boss. The turrets are starting to get the thing done. Does he have a... Nope. Okay, his big aura here is not like my shield. It's not preventing shots from coming in from outside of it. He's not really all that tough, honestly. Okay. Oh, apparently the beacons could have deactivated somehow, but we prevented that from happening due to our incredible skill. Alright, give me your cool boss drop. What do we get? Oh! Hey, that seems pretty alright. I would, in fact, like to have an Aurelionite. Yeah, I'm assuming that it means summon a friendly Aurelionite, like to help us. I guess it might not. It might mean, hey, you get an extra boss to kill for more items. I mean, I guess that would also be fine. You know, should probably back off a little bit and put down a shield. Okay, apparently we're just doing this right away. Let's get the turrets down. If we found a scrapper, I would absolutely scrap some white quality items to feed into that glasses printer. Yeah, between our normal attack volley and our turrets firing with the ticks as constant as they have, we are getting a lot of bleeds off of the imp item, and thus a lot of explosions. This build is really working. Oh, Lemurian. I do not like the giant dinosaur man. He is a bad time for me and mine. Oh, he's inside of the... Damn it. Okay, well, he got distracted. He just leaned down and put his face inside the shield. Which is, you know, it's a pretty good strategy. I'm not decrying his tactical acumen. I'm just bummed out that he has tactical acumen. Not the kind of thing I want to see from my foes. Oh, hey, that's a serious enemy. It's probably a good time for one of these. Yep, glad I put that up. Those things hurt. Alright, let us continue. Do we see any sign of the embers? I do see a Shrine of the Mountain down there, and I think we've reached the point in the run where I am no longer comfortable praying to the mountain. The boss fights are gonna be hard enough. Let's not make things any worse on ourselves. Because the difficulty level has really risen. We haven't even gotten to the Sky Meadow yet. Alright, so with the bustling fungus being a little bit less exciting than it often is, I'm going to throw one of these down. And I think we're going to feed this our fungus. Are my turrets over here? I don't think they are. It is worth noting, it's not... I don't imagine this would come up very often, but for the same reason that you should replace your turrets after gaining cool items, if you put items in the scrapper and then don't resummon your turrets, the turrets still have those items until you replace them, so I suppose sometimes that could motivate you to not want to replace them right away. Honestly, the fireworks were doing some pretty good work for us, but I think I'm comfortable keeping the rest of our white quality items. We're gonna go back and make some exchanges here. I do wish that the scrapper worked a little bit faster. I think that would be nice. Our poor beetle guard, he has no idea how to navigate the environment, you know? Things just got darker and more ominous, right? I'm not just imagining that. Other Lemurian, no! Just use my extra jump here to cancel out some of that damage. I put that way too far forward. The engineer throws the force field like a grenade. So you do have to look down at your feet if you want to place it at your feet. Okay, the explosions are super helpful. Alright, let's jam this scrap into this printer real fast. And when I say real fast, of course I mean eventually, extremely gradually. Make sure both my turrets are up here, because we are going to be here for a minute. Oh, you know what? I'm getting hit by projectiles, and I was like, where are the brass guys who are throwing the projectiles at us? But these are mortar projectiles. There's an enemy who's basically a living mortar. Is that the last of my scrap? Yeah, but now we have 7 glasses. So I don't know where the living mortar enemy is. He could be quite far away from us, actually. There he is. Hey there, little guy. Wow. He's stationary. That's embarrassing. Okay, we gotta find the teleporter. We've seen neither hide nor hair of it, unfortunately. So this might be a little bit of a doing. How dare you? Yeah, I think our damage output's really quite good. Of course, there's a ton of them. I hate these guys. Something cool. Drones. Sweet drones. Those enemies in particular, the brass guys who fire the big spiked balls at you, are particularly adept... Oh hey, a rusted lockbox. We finally found one. They are particularly adept at killing drones. So if your offense is very drone based, or you know, your defense, whatever, if you have a lot of drones and you need to have a lot of drones, prioritize those dudes. Get those first. All right, do we have both drones on cooldown? Yeah, let's replace them to take advantage of this additional dagger. Start getting stuff down here. Kill a couple of these dudes and go hit the teleporter, because the danger level, it's getting pretty high. Oh good! Oh good! 2 imp overlords! And here's Aurelion. And yes, he is a friendly Aurelionite. Get him, Aurelionite! Wow, we are doing some damage though, huh? Unfortunately, I don't think the final boss counts as a teleporter event, so I believe we will not get Aurelionite for that. But my dude is very helpful here. Sure. Another copy of the Shatterspleet. Why not? Seems pretty good to me. Yo, what an extremely helpful fellow. I'm really glad we spent the time farming to earn him. So that's a thing that we now know the value of. I don't want to get ahead of myself here, but this kind of feels to me like it could be the one. Or I guess if Aurelionite's not going to be present for the final boss, then maybe we're not going to be able to beat the final boss, but it feels like we could get there at least. God, he just obliterates stuff. I don't even have time to see a lot of the enemies. Nope. I guess he's done protecting us. It's like, hey, I saw something over there that looked kind of neat. Alright. Really quickly, are there chests or anything up here? I mean, obviously the difficulty is still scaling up. We do still have to care about speed a little bit. I do love the number of friendly followers that we have. There's a lunar chest there. There's another lunar chest right by the teleporter. Hopefully you all understand why I am at this moment leery of taking items that have a downside that I am unsure of the effect of. Because, like I said, I think this feels like it could be a real good run. I don't want to spend too much time running around, but we should at least... We have $6,000. We should at least see if there's something nearby. I don't really want to take on a battle shrine right now because we don't need more resources. I do want to kill the mortar crabs. You know, he's got the evasive skills. You got to give him that. Pretty happy to see additional dagger. That is a chest we haven't opened, and then, like, there are platforms way, way up into the sky, and really we should check them. But we could spend a lot of time running around here, and I want to be cognizant of the danger of doing that. Hey, buddy. Have you been up here the whole time? I think he's been up here the whole time. Somewhere on this platform, there's going to be either a chain that leads up into the other area. There it is. Or I was going to say a jump jet. This is how we'll work our way back toward the teleporter. We'll follow the chain here and hopefully... I think there's a jet on that platform. I do wish we had better move speed. We have had a couple of opportunities to pick up goat hooves, and I have decided to pick up other things instead. And I kind of regret it. I mean, obviously, like, our combat capability is very important. We do need to be able to kill a guy. Is there not another... I thought there was one more level up that we could go. Okay, well, whatever. Oh. You know what? Welcome aboard. The missile drone will just fire the missiles on cooldown, I believe, so we don't have to manage that personally anymore. And then we could pick up another piece of equipment. Now, obviously, there's a non-zero chance that he will die horribly and waste my equipment. But another big benefit of having an equipment drone with a weapon like that is that I'm forgetful. Right? As we've seen many times, the drone will not forget to fire the missile launcher. Let's just get these guys out right now and let the cooldown start resetting. So, the primordial teleporter aligns with the moon. It is worth remembering that there are a couple of different ways the game can end. There are two different end conditions, two different win-the-run conditions. They both involve this primordial teleporter. So our goal right now is just to find it, and then we're going to have to make a decision. Additional missile launcher? Or, oh no, I think we would take this. The cube works like a little black hole. And it sucks enemies in and puts them all together. And obviously, for someone with as much explosion-based weaponry as we have, that is a pretty valuable thing. Look at the cowardice. I don't want to go down there because I want to still be up. I'm afraid that if I get down there, I won't be able to figure out how to get back up. But I guess 780 is a lot of... That's a lot of money to make without ever falling. Never mind, apparently that Lemurian was worth a ton. Okay, so apparently we're good. Is that up? Alright. Well... I'm gonna place another turret here, because one of our turrets was real close to death anyway. Oh! Parents and Lemurians. Fortunately, with our Shatter Spleen, one kill is a bunch of kills. Alright, now I have a missile launcher. Ha ha ha. Just go ahead and basically fire that thing on cooldown. As I have expressed many times before, in a variety of ways, sometimes verbally, sometimes through example, this is the place where you usually die. So I think it is worthwhile to just kind of pull all the stops out here. Hopefully the turret stays inside the shield. Okay, I got some of that on. Yeah, our damage feels pretty good. Alright, another dagger. Kinda hoping that, like, my drones will kill a lot of the smaller targets to trigger the explosions that will soften up the bigger targets. Are we missing drones? I think we might have lost some drones. Well, we've come too far now. So yeah, the parents will just run at you and ground smash, and the ground smash hurts a lot, and then right when you think you've got them where you want them, they do this thing. That right there, that's the teleporter. And of course it's a... Okay, well, I guess we're going back past where any of our drones would be if they died. We had more drones than this, right? I'm, like, fairly sure. The good news is we found the damn thing. Sometimes it can be really hard to see that teleporter with the, you know, if it spawns, like, down in between some of these pillars. You may have to scour the earth for it. I don't think we have anything that I want to scrap right now. We'll just ignore that scrapper for the moment. Okay, this is looking like it's going to turn into a whole thing. Alright, prioritize those guys. So, I mean, like, it is inarguable that the engineer playstyle is just easier than some of the other classes. Because you can be so much safer and so much more of your damage can happen sort of without you. I think that's my incinerator over there. Nope, these are just open chests. Well, my incinerator's dead somewhere. Unfortunately, it's not very easy to pick out, and since it is a flying drone, it could have flown to anywhere and then died there. So I'm just gonna shut up for a second and enjoy the music. It got to the whaley part. I like the whaley part. Alright, so there's a great big hole here that you can fall down. We're not going to worry about that on this run. We have a goal in mind. We have our sights set on something already, but it's an interesting thing down there. Okay, so this is an equipment item that creates a bunch of drones. I think I'm going to stick with the missiles. But I'm not 100% sure that's the right move. In fact, speaking of the missiles. Yeah. I like the missiles a lot. The drones are powerful, but they also sometimes... you know what? I'm going to change my mind. They can be killed through damage, so you don't always get the effect out of them that you would like, but... I love the turrets jumping up to be able to reach the enemies. Oh, here comes a boss, just zeroing in on us from a distance. Oops, I think I aggressively projected that shield at him in a way that's like going to turn out to be pretty bad for us. Let's try to get his little mini dudes out of here. Alright, drone's up. Wait, is he dead already? Yeah, I think that was him exploding horribly. Like I was saying, our damage output is okay. Apparently apparently the backup was a good item. This was a good choice. So there's that spore with the lava zone that I was talking about that has killed us in the past. I want to grab the thing. There we go. Oof, that's a lot of damage. Jesus, that's a lot of damage. It ticks so quickly. And you can see our beetle guard. Our beetle guard dies in it like basically instantly, as do the turrets. Alright, we're almost there. That's another scrapper. Whoa! Huh. You know, I didn't realize that that was a, there are rocks that just fly through. I thought that was a cosmetic thing, because, you know, in video games, they often like to communicate in areas otherworldliness by having rocks flying around. I didn't realize that those things actually have collision and can actually hurt you. Here, hold on. Before we activate that, let's just go up here and see if there are any chests or anything on this little upper platform. Okay, not much of value. So, we're just going to go to the final level here, but the other way of completing the game involves setting the teleporter to loop you back around to the first level, and basically like starting a new game plus, kind of, with your current loot. And the way you do that is if you interact with the outer ring of it here, you can shift the destination. We're just going to activate the thing in the way that we have traditionally activated teleporters. Right, that's Aurelionite. Oh, we got a horde boss. So sometimes this is a thing that happens where you just get a boss that is a bunch of elite versions of normal enemies. Wow, I don't even know. Wasn't I still? No, my shield went down. I thought I was still inside my shield, so I didn't have to worry. Ow. Well, that's a little bit of a bummer, because I thought we were going to get to see the final boss. But we definitely got some stuff done. We saw some cool new things. Let's go to the log and check out what this blackout thing does. I guess I don't actually... Is blackout going to be the name of the item? I do not come in here very often, so a lot of my items are marked as new. It doesn't... I don't see an item that is the picture that was on that achievement. Right, Shattering Justice isn't new. Maybe it's not an item? I think it said this item will now appear in your runs. I don't know, man. Well, okay. This is going to maybe be a little bit... So you can see what the log entries look like for the bosses. You do get information about them, but like this information is not super useful to you. Still, it's good that it's in there. Apparently, the Abandoned Aqueduct is the only map that I know things about. And there's a lot of text in the log. There's a lot of these story entries. I haven't read a lot of the ones in here, but I liked the writing in the first game. So probably those are pretty good. We'll get to them. I will get to them. It's probably not an on-camera sort of thing. Okay, well, you know, it was an improvement, I think. I think that was really cool, and it went a lot better than any of the runs in the previous episodes. So that is going to be it for us for today. Thank you all so much for watching. When you come back next time, tomorrow, we'll be playing as a character that I've never played as before. So that ought to be an exciting learning experience. And we'll see you then.